Hey y'all. Okay, this video is on my top 3 tarot decks. I've had a few people come to me and say, hey, which decks really speak to you? Which decks do you like the most? And I thought I'd do a video on that. It's Friday. I'm having a glass of wine. Okay. Now, as you can see here, there are more than 5 decks here. More than 3 decks here. But these are some of my favorite. But I'm going to. This is the Tarot de la Nuit. I love this deck. Celestial Tarot. I love this deck. Tarot Draconis. I love this deck. Starman Tarot. Look at that box, people. And I did do a quick review and spread review on this one. Ooh. Raven's Prophecy. Another one of my favorites. This is a beginner's deck, and I love it. Easy Tarot. Okay. The Fountain Tarot. Okay. And the Line Strider Tarot. And I have several other, these are some of my favorite decks. Now, I'm going to show you which ones are my favorite. And tell you why. Well, actually, what my top 3 is. So, the Celestial Tarot, the Fountain Tarot, and the Line Strider Tarot are my favorite. Now, I really believe that the Celestial Tarot deck is an amazing beginner deck. And not only that, it's beautiful. I do have a video where I'm doing a review on this deck. The deck is absolutely beautiful. I love the fact that I have small hands, and this deck fits into my hands beautifully. I can shuffle this deck easily. The artwork really speaks to me. I don't know why, but I think everyone, when you read tarot, different decks speak to different people. And this deck, the artwork, everything about it speaks to me. When I do a reading, I don't have to search for answers with this deck. They just come. You know, it's like the cards are just drawn out with the energy of the person I'm doing the reading for, and with me. When I'm doing a self-reading, this deck is very accurate. So, Celestial Tarot, one of my top 3. I will let you guys know which one is my number 1 favorite. Put her back in her box. And I do readings. If you want to reach out to me, come reach out and we can hook up and I'll do a reading for you. The Fountain Tarot. Magnetic box. Look at that. Just lift. There we go. Look how pretty the guidebook is. And again, I do have a video on this one. Oh, look, the silver, just very pretty. This is another deck that just feels so comfortable in my hands. So comfortable. The images, oh wow, are so different. And I know this sounds weird, and unless you are really into this, maybe you wouldn't understand, but I can feel the energy from this deck in this hand right now. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm being serious. I can feel the energy. And when a deck really speaks to you, I think that happens. That happens to me as well when I go to pick out crystals. Um, when I'm picking out crystals, I'll hold the crystal and for a while and feel. And if this starts to feel like it does right now, like there's just energy coursing through me, then I know that's the crystal for me. And it's the same way with tarot decks. When there's a tarot deck that is, oh wow, just overwhelming me, I know that, okay, yeah, I love this deck. And I love doing readings with them, self readings. Um, it's always accurate, you know. So, the Fountain Tarot. I hope I didn't weird anyone out right there. Now, the Lion Strider Tarot. Woo! Nice, pretty box. Love the guidebook in this deck. Love it. Love it, love it. And the cards. Look how pretty. How pretty. Okay. So here we go. Again, I love a deck that feels good in my hands. When you have small hands, I'm about 4'9", so I'm not a very big girl. So my hands are small as well. So I have to have a deck that's that feels good to me, that I can easily maneuver. And this is one of those decks that I can easily maneuver. I love the artistry that went into this deck. Absolutely love it. This is beautiful. This is one of my top decks when doing readings. I think everyone has their favorite decks. There are some decks that speak to you and some decks that don't. You know, I have decks that frustrate the hell out of me, okay? I have decks that I do self-readings with, because when I do a reading on someone with a deck that doesn't cooperate with me, it's frustrating. So I try to cleanse the deck several times, set it in moonlight, you know, all of that good stuff. You know, play with it, sleep with it. Yes, sleep with it next to me, trying to build that rapport with the deck. And these three decks are my top 3 decks because once that rapport was built, it was quick. I mean, really quick. It didn't take a long time for me to feel comfortable with the decks. So this is, again, the Lion Strider Journey. Okay, Lion Strider's Tarot. So my top 3 decks, and you probably already know which one is my top. Okay, this one will have to come in at number 3 for me. I really love this deck, but this is number 3 in my top 3. This one is number 2. Absolutely love this deck. Go out and buy yourself one of those. And for those of you who, the company who's making this deck, go ahead and pay me for, you know, this entire video. Anyway, this is my top deck in my collection. I absolutely love this deck. It speaks to me. Even through the box, I can feel the connection. Again, it sounds weird, but it's so true. I can feel it, and I think the first time that happened to me with a deck, it freaked me out, but you get used to it. And I have the same relationship with my crystals. When I go to the metaphysical shops again to purchase crystals, I'll pick up a crystal. I pick up what catches my eye. And if it catches my eye, I pick it up and I'll hold it. And if I don't get that feeling through here, that okay, we're connected feeling, I put it back. And if I do, I know that's my crystal. That's the one that should be going home with me. Now, it's a weird feeling to explain. It's like there's electricity going through here, or the tingling feeling. You can feel it. It's weird. It really is weird. But this is my top deck. If anyone else has this deck and absolutely loves it, or if you have it and you don't care too much for it, contact me and we'll talk about it. Leave questions and comments below. But these are my top 3 favorite decks. 3 decks that I would definitely recommend. Very easy to do readings with, for me anyway. Like I said, every deck is different with everyone. The decks that speak to me aren't going to speak to you, and vice versa. It's just like that. Same thing with crystals. But these are my top 3 decks, and this is my top number 1, the Fountain Tarot. So go ahead and grab yourself one of these, and please give my video a thumbs up, and please hit the red subscribe button. Please leave questions and comments below. Peace and blessings, people. Peace and blessings.